Hey, what's going on there, guys? I'm back here today with another booster box opening. So today we are going to be opening up a box of Modern Masters. So I'm really excited to have the opportunity to open up one of these boxes. I was able to get this box at MSRP from my local card shop, New Dimension Comics in Pittsburgh, PA. Their link is down below where you guys can check them out on their Facebook page. And if you're in the Pittsburgh, PA area, be sure to stop by and check out their store. They have a lot of really awesome comics, and as always they have a lot of really awesome Magic the Gathering products and singles as well, so it's definitely worth your time to stop by their store. They have a really huge store, and if you've watched any of my pre-release vlogs where I'm walking around the store, that's the store that I'm at. So they were able to hook me up with a box at MSRP. I also have another box from them that I got that I'm going to be using for the daily pack opening episodes, so I have some more packs on the side there, but we are going to be cracking a box here. It's still sealed, and we are going to take a look at what we have inside here. So we're going to open up this shrink wrap, and mainly we're going to be looking for the rares, the mythics, and some of the notable like uncommons, and maybe even commons if we pass through them. So the boxes, as you can see, look a little bit different. They aren't the regular rectangular shape. They're kind of different shaped here. They have like a triangle point there. And instead of 36 packs, you only get 24 packs in these boxes, but it's totally okay because this set is ridiculously awesome. There is so much good stuff out of this set. Dark Confidants, Tarmogoyfs, Vendilion Clicks. There's just so much value in this set to open up. So flip this back here, and the packs are like all loose and everywhere. It's just because the boxes are really weird. We have the Modern Masters flyer. Has some information about drafting, successfully drafting Modern Masters, which I think I'm going to attend a few Modern Masters drafts. And then we have our packs here with some Dark Confidants and Vildalkin Shackles. So we are going to put this off to the side here. I'm going to straighten this up, and we're going to crack some packs here. So like I said, we're mainly looking for the rares and the mythics, and then we might pull out some noteworthy commons, uncommons. But there's a lot of really awesome stuff out of this set. So we'll take a look at it here. The packs open up pretty easy too. It's always nice. And I reuse the packs whenever I'm sending stuff, prizes and stuff like from giveaways. I always send them in these packs, so it's nice to reuse them. So we're just going to kind of skim through here. Empty the Warrens is pretty cool. Sanctum Gargoyle, I remember that from back in the day. Tide Hollow Sculler, Rift Sweeper, Mirror Retriever, and we have Maloku the Clouded Mirror as our rare here. And we have a foil Test of Faith. So the other thing that's cool about these packs is every pack has a foil in it, so you have a chance at a foil rare or a foil mythic. So we can always hope for that foil Dark Confidant that I've actually witnessed a few people at my shop open up. So foil Test of Faith, that's pretty cool. We'll put the foils off to the side here and just put it kind of up there. And our first rare is Maloku. Put our commons and uncommons off to the side here as well. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff. I've been really excited to go through and crack packs of Modern Masters, and Pestermite's really awesome. And it's really nice that the set's finally out. Kitchen Finks, Spore Sower Thallid, Darkmoor Salvage, and then we have Extirpate. So Extirpate's awesome. Split Second, we get to choose target card from a graveyard other than a basic land, search its owner's graveyard, hand, and library for all copies of it with the same name and exile them. Then they shuffle their library. And we have a foil Lava Spike. And Lava Spike has a really new, nice, awesome artwork there. And a Kithkin Soldier. So yeah, you always have some value out of here. You always get a foil, and you have a chance at some really cool foils out of here. I wouldn't mind getting like a foil sword, one of the original Mirrodin swords. That or any of the mythics, any of the cool mythics. Maybe a Tarmogoyf and foil, that'd be awesome. But we'll see. Ethereum Sculptor is pretty cool. Rift Elemental. Plum Veil. And I skipped through some of the uncommons here, just mainly getting to the rares. But City of Brass, with that really awesome new artwork there. Whenever it's tapped, deals 1 damage to you and taps for any 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. And then we have Murderous Redcap as our rare here. But the intent of this set was to get people to have a decent amount of cards that they could play in Modern. Wizards is really trying to push Modern. It's a really fun format. It's eternal too, so you don't have to worry about rotation. So the money that you invest in cards and the stables that you get, as long as you keep them, they won't rotate out, which is pretty nice. It's nice to have a set like that. Vivid Grove, the Vivid lands are in here too. We have Life from the Loam, so Life from the Loam is really awesome. It was actually reprinted in the dual decks recently. Return up to 3 target lands from your graveyard to your hand and has Dredge for 3. Then we have a foiled Bone Splinter. But I think this set is pretty fun in terms of playing limited. More so drafting than anything else, because it's like the closest thing to a cube without like actually having a cube with the cards that you have here. But of course with cube, everything's singleton, so having it be in like a pack format, you still can have multiples of things. Mind Funeral is awesome. I always love Mill. Worm Harvest, and then we have Blood Moon, non-basic lands or mountains. And then we have a foil Petals of Insight. But for you guys that are wondering about whether it's a good investment to buy one of these boxes, I definitely think it is, especially if you can get it cheap. Even if it's not at like MSRP, you can still find them pretty cheap like online. So it's worth looking around if you can find them for a little bit cheaper. Spell Snare. Spell Snare is so awesome. And then we have Aether Vial. Really awesome for fish in Modern. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a charge counter on it, tap, and you can put a creature card with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters on Aether Vial from your hand onto the battlefield. And we have a foil Dakmor's Salvage. Out of all of these packs, though, I wouldn't mind getting a Tarmogoyf. I think that's the thing that I think everybody wants the most out of opening up a box. We have Eternal Witness, Mad Auntie, another Salvage, and we have Academy Runes. So taps for 1 generic, and 1 generic and 1 blue. Tap, put target artifact from your graveyard on top of your library. And we have a foil Saltfield Recluse. So that's pretty cool. And then the last pack out of this column here, which the packs were shaken around so much, I don't even know if they're in their original packing order. It's just the way that the boxes were made this time around. Tribal Flames, another Murderous Redcap, Executioner's Capsule, and then we have Rude Awakening, 5 cost, choose 1. Untap all lands you control, or until the end of the turn, lands you control become 2/2 creatures that are still lands, and you can entwine for 3. And then we have a foil Peer Through Depths, pretty awesome. Whenever Storm was still a thing, which it's still kind of a thing, but whenever Storm was bigger, before the last banning that occurred, Peer Through Depths was like really well played. And it's still played in Modern, but Storm was like the big thing that you would see Peer Through Depths being played in. Jirachi's Grasp. And we have Kira. So Kira, Great Glass Spinner. One of my favorite legendary creatures, especially from Kamigawa. So 2/2 for 3 flying. Creatures you control have, whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability for the first time in a turn, counter that spell or ability. Such an amazing legendary creature. And then we have Esperzoa in foil. So I don't think I pulled the Mythic, no. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Pretty positive I didn't. We have Demigod of Revenge, 5/4 for 5 hybrid red or black, and it has flying and haste. Whenever you cast Demigod of Revenge, return all cards named Demigod of Revenge from your graveyard to the battlefield. Pretty cool. And we have a foil Terramorphic Expanse. I'm really hoping that Wizards comes out with more of these products. If they do like Modern Masters 2 or something like equally as good. Maybe something for Legacy, even though that would probably cost so much more than the Modern Masters boxes. I still really like the idea of this. Sudden Shock, really love Sudden Shock. And we have Molten Disaster. So sorcery speed and X amount of mana, double red with a kicker for 1 red. And if it was cast, it has split second. And it deals X amount of damage to each creature without flying in each player. And then we have a foil Gifts Ungiven. That is so awesome. That is just really sick. I used to have a original foil Gifts Ungiven, but it's awesome to have another one. I ended up selling it to my shop, actually, so I could get more boxes and stuff. But it's awesome to have another one again. So foil gifts, that's really sick. Alright, so let's keep this going. Lightning Helix. And we have Death Cloud, one of my favorite EDH cards, especially with Una. Each player loses X amount of life, discards X amount of cards, sacrifices X amount of creatures, then sacrifices X amount of lands. And the casting cost is X and triple black. And we have a foil Death Denied. Really, really love Death Cloud. But let me know if you guys have had any good experiences with Modern Masters so far. Let me know in the comments below. Hopefully somebody will top the pulls that I have. Vivid Meadow, and we have a Sarkhan Vol, which is always cool. I collect Planeswalkers, so Sarkhan Vol is 4 mana, 2 generic, 1 red and 1 green. His +1 is creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain haste until the end of the turn. -2 is gain control of target creature until the end of the turn. Untap it, it gains haste. And -6 is put 5/4/4 red dragon creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. Pretty awesome. Then we have a foil Echoing Courage. And all Ben tip cards. Keep this going and take a look at what we still have in here. So that was a mythic. That was a mythic forest there. Relic of Progenitus is so solid. Trigon Predator with new art is awesome. We have Grand Arbiter Augustin, the 4th. He's a 2/3 for 4, 2 generic, 1 white and 1 blue. White spells you cast cost 1 less, and blue spells you cast cost 1 less. And spells your opponents cast cost 1 more to cast. Pretty solid. And then we have a Wrathy Trapper. So far I'm pretty happy about this box. Some cool things out of it, definitely. Thirst for Knowledge is awesome with the artwork from the dual decks. And we have Pyromancer's Swath, which was another card that was really awesome for Storm and one of my favorite cards to play in Storm. 3-cost enchantment. If a instant or sorcery you would control would deal damage to a creature or player, it deals that much damage +2 to that creature or player instead. At the beginning of each end step, discard your hand. And we have a foil Etched Oracle. Pyromancer's Moth was just awesome with Grapeshot. It was just such a fun interaction to play off of. Storm was just fun for Modern. I really like playing Storm. Let's keep things going here. Alright, so let's see. Another Kitchen Finks. And we have Doubling Season, so Doubling Season is awesome. Enchantment for 5. If an effect would put one or more tokens onto the battlefield under your control, it puts twice that many of those tokens onto the battlefield instead. If an effect would place one or more counters on a permanent you control, it places twice that many of those counters on that permanent instead. And we have a foil Reach Through the Mists. Grapeshot. Grapeshot just looks really awesome. I probably passed up a few of them. I just didn't notice it until now, but the new Grapeshot art is just awesome. And we have Figure of Destiny, which I already have a playset of them from the Fire and Lightning deck. But 1/1 for 1 hybrid Boros. And then for 1 hybrid Boros with his abilities, he can become a 2/2. For 3, if he is already a spirit, he can become a 4/4 Spirit Warrior. And then for 6, if he's a warrior, he becomes an 8/8 Warrior Avatar with Flying and First Strike. And we have a foil Festering Goblin. We'll try and speed things up just a little bit here. Go a little bit faster. We don't have that many packs left, though. So at least that's good. We don't have that much that we need to go through. And Vivid Grove, Path to Exile. I want to say that that's the first one that I've seen so far. We have Blinkmoth Nexus. Taps for 1 generic mana to our mana pool. For 1 mana, becomes a 1/1 artifact creature with flying until the end of the turn. It's still a land, and for 1 tap, target Blinkmoth creature gets +1/+1 until the end of the turn. And we have a foil Trigon Predator. Not mad about it. Not mad about it at all. Another Spell Snare there. And we have Kega, the Tide Star, so Mythic here. 5/5 for 6 flying. Whenever it dies, gain control of target creature. And a foil Kadama's Reach. And we have a 1/1 Worm. So definitely some real cool stuff so far. Really happy about this stuff. Flicker Wisp, Electrolyze, and we have Squee, Goblin Nabob. He's a 1/1 for 3, and at the beginning of your upkeep you may return him from your graveyard to your hand. And we have a foil Empty the Warrens. We have a Goblin-based sorcery card and a legendary Goblin there as our rare. See what else we have here. Echoing Truth, another Red Cap, Worm Harvest, and we have Glimmer Void at the beginning of the end step. If you control no artifacts, sacrifice Glimmer Void and tap, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. And we have Arcbound Stinger of the modular type. And then we have what, three packs? Yeah, 3 packs left. Let's see if we can pull anything golden here. Desperate Ritual. And we have Kataki War's Wage, so 2/1 for 2. All artifacts have, at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice this artifact unless you pay 1. And we have a foil Brute Force. 2 more packs left. 7 shock. And we have Giora of the Gitu. So 2/2 for 3. One of my favorite legendary creatures to play as a general in EDH. 2 mana and exile a non-land card from your hand. Put 4 time counters on the exile card. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. So in 4 turns you get to cast it for free. And then we have, oh, that is so sick. Foil Sword of Light and Shadow. Oh, that is so sick. That is way, way awesome. So we have a foil Gifts and a foil Sword of Light and Shadow out of this box. That is just awesome. That is really awesome. And then 1 pack left, so we'll see what we get out of this one here. That foil sword is just so sick. And we have Greater Gargadon. So 9/7 for 10. This is actually one of the creatures that I use in my Giora EDH deck. So suspend 10 and its suspend cost is only 1 red. Sacrifice an artifact, creature, or land. Remove a time counter from him. Activate this ability only if he's suspended. And we have a foil Otherworldly Journey. So overall, I think this box was really, really awesome, especially the foil sword and the foil gifts. Really, really excited about that. But let me know what you guys think of this box. If it was a good box, if it was a bad box, if you got better pulls, what were your better pulls that you got? If there was like anything significant, if it was like a foil Confidant or something like that, foil Goyf. That would be pretty awesome. But share any of your Modern Masters experiences with me down in the comments below. Be sure to like and favorite for more Magic the Gathering content. I'm going to be back with more Modern Masters packs and other good stuff in the near future to come. So be sure to check that out. But until next time, guys, have yourselves a wonderful, fun-filled Magic the Gathering day.